this morning, the main preoccupation of a follower of Christ is, and myself as one needs to be, is regeneration. And no, don't get all excited. And no, don't get excited. That is not like the starfish or the lizard style, where if the limb is removed, then limbs grow back, because that would be really cool. But that's a little temporal, I think, in its focus. But the regeneration of the soul, the regeneration of the self, which just by my very nature, I was born corrupt. I was born incomplete. I was born absented from my desired nature. And the joy of Christ's sacrifice brings out the possibility of sanctification and salvation beyond measure, really, beyond anything I might do, or any I got it I might hold on to for whatever length of time. And through surrendered His will, which I'm working on, He can move in me and transform me, and He's doing that. And then it's funny because, like, I think the past week or so, I've been a little preoccupied, past couple weeks especially, I've been a little preoccupied with His, like, shaping my life for things to come, or shaping my self that I might blank. And I've been very antsy and very impatient to get to the doing portion as opposed to the being portion. And much of what He's here to kind of like change in me is internal, is to make myself like Christ's self. And I felt Him within me, and that it's just been a joy, and it's certainly an awesome kickstart, and made me feel really comfortable. I'm like, okay, something about what's going on is really good. Then that's great. And so part of me was like looking for that to like steam me ahead and have me rolling out all sorts of fancy tricks and liveliness and new life and love in my life, my outside life. And I'm being kind of impatient about that aspect. And I know for a fact, and then today's thing definitely reiterated that the work of my spirit is far more important than any work of my flesh. That the regeneration of my soul, of my eternal self, is of course of far more importance than even the cool regeneration of my limbs or a scar, Wolverine style. This is the verse that kicked it in. Galatians, a letter Paul wrote to the church in Galatia. I don't know. They were Galatian people. That's all I know. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me through His grace, to reveal His Son in me, that I might preach Him amongst the Gentiles, I did not immediately confer with flesh and blood, nor did I go up to... Okay, blah, blah. That's it, really. For when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me through His grace, to reveal His Son in me. So that's it. That is the pursuit of my life. If I was looking for like a new motivation or like a new idea He was going to give me, or a new something to get me praising His name on the stage of the Academy Awards, this is the vital work that He talks about always, and that I need to keep my eye on. It is to reveal His Son in me, to reveal Christ through me. And I've been living this my entire life, so this is not my entire life, I guess, but whatever, from a certain age. And then, but man, He's still got a long way to go before I am Christ-like, for sure. And I have not been of greatest assistance in that area. I've certainly tried, and I've known the law for a long time, and I've known he was real for a long time, and I've known what he wanted to do in me, but it is just an ongoing struggle of me going, oh, thanks for this new bit of information, or love, Father. Cool, that means I must have to go to this, right? I have to go to this. Let me run over here and do this now. Thanks so much. Yay, bye. Instead, he's like, I wasn't finished. So, I am not finished. His work is not finished. And it's the same thing I'm always saying out loud, and then still having trouble living, so I'm going to work on that. The eternal far outweighs the temporal. That which is within me that shall last forever is, of course, any and all improvement in those areas are going to bless people far more than any just temporal improvements in my status or my creative bounty or my physical wealth. As much as I might joy greater in those things, he joys greater in that which is within me, and that which just changes in my heart. And so I'm going to try to make you joyful today, Father. Amen. Selah.